Hello, this is Wheeler, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Last time, we joined a grand company, the Maelstrom, and saved Biggs and Wedge from the Imperial forces. But we were sent back to the Waking Sands, and I said we were going to go to Minfilia, but this is the end of the quest, right here. Welcome back, Wheeler. Lady Minfilia awaits you within. Oh, I bet she does await me. The reason the doors aren't clickable is because, oh, she's not naked. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Violaire. Now, when we last spoke, I said that I want you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you have already met. Tatru, please show them in. Who? This way, sirs. Oh, hi! Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... God's man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I am pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, I was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we need the knowledge of experts, so we request the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea. I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Nevertheless, have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. You talk very funny, Minfilia. Alright. Self-management. Minfilia needs you to investigate the selves. Rama causing problems?
Set aside the formalities. We have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Okay.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Oh, it's pronounced Ramu. I'll probably pronounce it Rama.
Though technically a beast tribe, sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
No, that's good.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
Oh, that's kind of confusing.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda.
Okay.
who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
Really?
In short, it is essential that we approach the sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible.
Okay.
Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo.
Really?
Winning the sylph's favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us?
Of course, baby.
I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods.
The fuck's wrong with you? We could use all the help we can get.
Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Okay. So it sounds like we are off to Gridania. Specifically, we're heading to the South Shroud. No. East? East Shroud, maybe? Oh, we have to go to Gridania first, though. Because we must go to the Adder's Nest. Which, as I've mentioned, is the headquarters of the Twin Adder. Actually, I don't think I mentioned that before, but I'm mentioning it now. It's the headquarters of the Twin Adder. But I don't even have the teleport to the Shroud that I need to go to anyway, so... Well, I guess I'm going to go get that. But I mentioned this one was probably the middle of the three longest from the Aetheryte crystal, and it's just over this bridge. And we need to talk to Vorsel Hula. I don't pronounce X's. Probably is silent, though. We know far too little of the sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Scions once more if we are to... Ah, beg pardons! 'Tis a terrible habit of mine to think aloud. Tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? It's because I'm a Scion! We come in peace. Commander Vorsel Hilu has been awaiting the aid of the Scions. Have you now? Hail, adventurer, I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adder? Nah, I kind of already passed on that opportunity. Good day, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you. Oh. Good day, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. What's up? Ida and Papa Limo, always a pleasure to see the two of you. My men tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. And your little bird sings true. No doubt you've heard that we're investigating the sylphs, that curious bee tribe that calls the Delphi 12 home. The sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceful bunch, much to the delight of the elder Seedseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the sylph's relation to the primal Rama has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that the summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the sylphic tribes, it's a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Rama, or leave the sylphs to their own ways? That is the question. Yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you Scions come in. Okay. Souls of Little Solace remain untempered, and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. Ooh, tempered selves. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs? This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorne Hut, was it? I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us there. A friendly palaver indeed. I hope that this will be straightforward as you say, Papa Limo. Okay, so we have to go to a pier. I think that is in the, I think that's near the Lancers Guild, which we don't have, so we're gonna have to run. I think I do have one near the market board area, but we'll check on that on the way. I really do need to get around to picking them all up, though. Because, well, kind of a pain in the butt to get around. And I believe I mentioned the Easter events going on in the Monday's episode. So, that's a thing. Buttered toasty. Oh, I forgot to check that crystal over here. Hey, look, it's Mom. White sparkle. It'd be funnier if they actually knew that that's where I got my name from. Okay, we have this one. So, off we go. Up to the north to the Lancers Guild. Oh, there's a quest down there. Probably a low level. I'll deal with it later. But we're going to take a quick walk by this NPC and grab this aetheryte shard up here. Give me your clothes. Okay, Mitani. The ferry docked at the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to the east shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you should find the Hawthorne Hut without much trouble. The Hawthorns are most welcoming folk who have shown us no small measure of goodwill. Still, a bit of courtesy goes a long way. I'd encourage you to stop by Full Flower Combe and introduce yourself to Rosa before you travel on. Okay. So, take me to the Stroud Ferry. Sweet Bloom Pier. Lavender Beds is the housing board. Have me hang across the lake to Sweet Pier Bloom in the Stroud. Really? I didn't know that. Yes, let's go. Yes, as I was somewhat mentioning, according to RP lore of my character is the adopted daughter of Twilight Sparkle, blah blah blah, and something about being abused by her father. What? I can have terrible things happen to my characters. Just maybe isn't prudent. Anyways, Hawthorne Hut is just down here. No, it's not. Oh, this is a stop on the way to the Hawthorne Hut. What you want, Rosa? Adventurer, thank the 12. You couldn't have come at a more opportune time. Please, you must help us. Why, it's our bees. The poor little dears are under attack by a murderous swarm of hornets. These beehives are our livelihood. You must save them. I hate bees. Hate hornets even more. Can I just kill them both? Have you tried bug spray? Like, industrial strength bug spray. Like, I don't know, the kind you get from a bomb shop. The funny thing is, I'm sitting at work the other day talking to my supervisor, and her office is inside of the owner's office. So I'm just looking around, I'm notice that he has a bunch of ant killer. I'm like, think he has an ant problem? She's like, I don't know, maybe. We were just joking about it, like it doesn't seem like it would do much to serve here. No, I never did check that earring I got earlier. So let's kill this, check the earring, because that's what I do. Brass ear cuffs level 20, which means, yeah, we got the same thing. Oh well. Though 90 or 46 sure. If I get to 100, I can dismantle and just equip the other one. Okay, last bunch of hornets. Okay, they're all dead. What do you want me to do now, Rosa? Thank you, friend. Finally, our bees can make their honey in peace. I knew you were 12 cent the moment I laid eyes upon you. You traveled to our hut, you say, and would speak with the serpent officer there? There is one who goes by Ameline. He is a sentry at Jocelyn's Fire, and makes regular excursions to our hut. He's quite enamored of our honey and the tales of my husband, Rolf, though I found him to be tight-lipped around those he's unfamiliar with. Ooh, I know what we might try. Why don't you take a jar of fresh honey to him? I reckon you'll find him more than talkative then. Cool. We have honey. Honey, I'm home. Ugh, slugs. I greatly dislike slugs. I'm not talking about in real life. I'm talking about in the game. They have some shitty attacks. Okay, so Hawthorne Hut is just up ahead. It's a, well, it's an area. But it's new to us. Not new to me, new to us. But as you can see, we have leaves over there. We can now accept, leave from the... No, we can't. No, we can't. It requires us to be, about 2 ranks higher, I believe. Indeed, I am Emmeline of the Twin Air. Your face is unfamiliar. You have a present for me, you say? Hello. Collect it directly from the comb. If the bees are hungry, they will simply have to make more. A jar of Rosa's honey, and freshly harvested to boot. You certainly know how to make a first impression, friend. Ah, so you are the adventurer of whom the commander spoke. Do forgive me for being curt. My stomach was rumbling something fierce. My word, this honey, like liquid gold. Liquid gold. Ahem. Forgive me. You have come to discuss not honey, but sylphs. For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. In their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? I don't have any quirks, I'm normal. Ah! Would you know more? You'd do well to speak to Rosa's husband here, Rolf. He's forgotten more about the sylphs than I'll ever know. Oh, okay. Rolf Hawthorne, patriarch of the beekeeping Hawthorne family, said to be well versed in sylphic customs. Come to learn a thing or two about sylphs, have you? Tell you one thing, they're peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, let me just tell you. Beg pardon, friend, my memory is just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them. Of course! Look, another Hawthorne. She looks cute. The sylphs? Yes, father told me his story plenty of time. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of equa is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks. lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Teehee. What? No, here's a quest. The replacement color. Of course he seeks a capable adventure. All the quest givers do. You have the look of one who has seen more than her fair share of danger. I am Florimond, a century of Jocelyn's Spire. That you would be forgiven for imagining me a century of this hut. So seldom have I left in recent days. I sustained an injury, you see, and have been out of commission for some time. Anyway, my wood whaler comrades are about to commence a culling operation in the bramble patch. Follow them marching into the jaws of danger while I languish here like a coddled babe is frankly too much to bear. I realize this is sudden, but might I trouble you to take part in the operation in my stead? If you would do me this favor, seek out Captain Anuin at Jocelyn's Spire. He will tell you all you need to know. I seem to remember hating this quest, mostly because I hate the bramble patch. At least at a low level. I had some issues there. Okay, there's someone to talk to around here. Oh, there you are. The quickest way to equip a woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't you think of trying that to foist your foodstuffs on themselves? They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. Clearly they don't go on the internet, or else they would die. Or maybe that's just me. I would die. Oh, Aetherite. We're almost 23 now. The sylphs, invertebrate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing mortal faces on our mask, the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. Well, that's quite a difference. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. Oh, Chocobo Keep. That's another one we want to get. Well met, traveler. Might I interest you in a Chocobo Porter? Blah, blah, blah. No. And this is our leave giver. I'll do that at some point. I might as well accept it. Searching for... No, live quest. Blah, blah, blah. Trial Guild leave. The transporter. Well, that's not too bad, because we will have to go to Little Solace eventually. And this one requires the beckon emote. I will do something about that later. Oh, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. What? Yes, nothing brings people quite together like a little toe tapping. Sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting amongst their kind. You do well to remember us. It just may help win the favors of our forest friends. Do I have to? Rolf Hawthorne would share further knowledge to assist you in befriending. Oh, still here, eh? Great! There's one more thing you should know about the Sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you do well to bring along, Drat, what was it again? And Rose and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rose at the come. Her memory should prove more reliable than mine own. I would hope so. Meat of the matter. Catch wild game, okay. You are an adventurer, are you not? Aye, you have the same air about you as father. He used to be an adventurer like you, though he has long since retired, and now finds pleasure in welcoming travelers to this humble hut. We also serve hot meals to the brave men and women who protect our borders. A small token of our appreciation for their efforts. Speaking of which, our meat stocks are running perilously low again, and I must head into the bramble patch to trap some game. Sorry to cut short our conversation, but due cause, and no one else is going to... Who sees where this is going? Oh, I do hate them puffs, but my trouble to take this box of hunting tools and lay the traps in my stead. It is for a good cause, as I mentioned. There are only so many hours in a day, you understand. Every bell I spent on this task would be a bell spent neglecting another. Who saw that coming? Everyone raising their hands. Okay, let's head over and do the main scenario a bit real quick. Because, firstly, the main scenario is my main purpose for doing the LP. Side quests are, well, side quest. even though I'm showing them. Yeah, apparently this zone, like all of the Shroud zones, used to just be shit. I vaguely remember going here because I had to go to Gridania in 1.0. I don't remember enough of it, but I remember hating it. So, a peace offering for the sylphs. I'd give you another jar of my honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorstep, dear. No, their taste blend more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milkroot? That's what we call the root of the most famous seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You not catch me dead trying to stuff, but sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Root is stimulated somehow, with some of this amber syrup, for example. You might be surprised at what comes out. Good luck. Jeez. How does she know exactly what we need to get this thing to do things? You just have to wonder sometimes. Oh, I need you to do this, but, you know, maybe if you take this item, it'll help. Take our piece of shit. Oh, hi. Ochu, kind of like a baby Marlboro, except it doesn't have bad breath. And I am glad for that. We'll have enough trouble with Marlboros later. Marlboros. Either one causes bad breath. Now I'm going to be reamed by smokers now, aren't I? Okay. So let's go ahead and do the quest up in the Bramble Patch. As much as I loathe to do it. Oh god, I forgot that vultures aggro. I do not like vultures. Oh, there's another quest I missed up here. Maybe that has to go to there too. Where is it? It's up there. Up. By up there, I mean up on the cliff. Yeah, this place can be tricky. I think there's a daily quest later in the game at like level 42 where you're supposed to put these items on a bunch of destinations. Well, one of them was like on part of this house. And it took me like an hour to actually figure out that I could jump from here to there. Not even kidding. As I said, I am not good with games. Unless they're earlier than 1992. I'm pretty damn good with games. Okay, let's go in here, talk to this NPC. What brings you here, adventurer? Floramon's replacement, you say? You are aware of the risk. Aye, well, you do seem the capable sort. Floramon's task was to be a slaying of 6 black bats in the Bramble Patch. I take it you will now see to this? Very well, I wish you the best of luck. I don't even question it. Why should they? Let's see. Delegate some of his duties to an eager adventurer. I'm not eager. Those frightful snouts, tusk like unto spears, and the squealing, that dreadful squealing, a death hymn that haunts each night. Why, oh why did I ever leave home to come here? Hail, adventurer. Your sharp-eyed mien tells me you're keen to prove yourself, and, to your good fortune, I've a menial task ideal for one of your fair to middling abilities. Wild boars plague the Bramble Patch, and it's about time that someone called the herd. Well, up to it now. Oh. I keep forgetting about Triple Triad. Like I said, I'm not doing it. I don't care how much anyone begs. Okay, now let's get our health back. Okay, here's one destination. We need the traps. The reason I really hate this place was pretty much because of the boars. I was a bit low level for this area to begin with the first time I came through. So I think that probably caused some of the issues. But the boards aggro, the bats do not. I did not get along well with the boars. Run, Jim Jam Jangles! But since I have to kill the boars here too, it shouldn't be too bad. And we can also set that last trap while we're over here. One of these guys is going to aggro me, aren't they? Maybe. Maybe not. Kind of surprised none of them, like, aggroed something. Hello, wild boar. But I think this was actually my first encounter with, aggroing monsters, too. Don't ask me how. I did a lot of my first, character as a level 30 white mage. Then, yeah, I was a white mage in 1.0, so they were a lot more interesting then. They were kind of like a black mage instead. Don't ask me why they did that, but I do have white mage on this character now. Not this character, on my main, at level 50. I consider it my main class. So there's that. How many more of these do we need to kill? Did I kill all of them? Did I? Where's the damn quest? We need 3 more. But first things first. I did eventually switch over to monk whilst doing this on my main character. Because, well, it made sense at the time. And, well, I hate boars. That's all I'm going to say. Other than I've said it like 20 times. Okay, let's kill some bats. Even though we need one more boar. Oh yeah, doing Grand Company Leaves gets you company seals. That was the third method that I remembered. I do not have a rank to do those yet, as I mentioned earlier, but at some point. In the interim, I will just do fates. I may get the Chocobo issuance in between episodes. I am not sure. Depends on my mood. I do need to level my paladin up a bit, though. Anyways, so maybe I'll just do fates there. I really should be using stun more, but I don't think about it because, well, I already know that I'm missing one skill from my normal chain. I think there's one more bat after this. Well, we'll find out after I kill this one. Yep, I killed them all. Let's go back to town, turn these quests in, and then we'll probably end the episode for today. Because, well, I'm over 30 minutes. Yeah, so You know. Okay, first we need to come up here, talk to the guys up here. Blah, 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 blah. I did it again. Okay, give me my pay. You owe me good money. See, I've seen to the black bats. We could not have asked for a better substitute. You have my gratitude. Now, at the risk of seeming brazen, I would ask you in favor of my own. Might you bear a message to Florimond for me? Lad is being overly hard on himself for his absence. Tell him that his fretting avails no one. He himself least of all. He serves the wood whaler best by getting back on his feet with all swimmers, and that requires a peace of mind. Ooh. That guy's cool. You're just lazy. And chicken. I shall wear boarskin armor no more. I will starve before I partake in the tiniest morsel of salted pork. Just make them go away. Oh, what? The swine plague that bramble patch no more? Oh, thank you, friend. Speak of the truth, I have been plagued by a dreadful phobia of these tusk monstrosities in recent weeks. But I realize this will not do. Jocelyn's spire looks the hub of trade and military activity. To shirk my duties would be a dishonor to the hero whose name the spire bears. You have instilled no small measure of courage in me today, friend. For this I am grateful. Yeah. Tell me the other one. Bureau needs capable volunteers. Okay. Look, be made of stern stuff in the average adventure. How'd you fancy doing a bit to preserve the peace? We patrol the area night and day, but a recent skirmish put a dozen of my best men in the infirmary, and we're sorely short-handed as a result. I'd be grateful if you could help fill for the wounded. Now, there are 3 strategic positions on our patrol route, each marked by a twin-adder standard. What you need to do is go to these 3 locations in turn and hold your ground for a while. Nothing to it, see? Yeah, sure, whatever. Oh, that's where my leaf starts. Okay, looks like 2 more quests to turn in. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Yep. Milk root, but of course. Those cells quaff the cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Anyway, the gifted milk root will have a sylph calling you friend and sister to the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. First contact. Rolf Hawthorne has gift-wrapped your offering in preparation for your journey to the Sylphic. That means home. I've taken liberty wrapping your milk. Oh, good. That should keep it nice and fresh. Not to mention spare you from that god-awful stench. The Sylphs love this stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say that Rick even rivals the breadth of the Morble that put an end to my adventuring days. That bad. I can tell you that story another time. You have more important matters to attend to today, yes? Sylphs are an eccentric buck, but I'm sure they're company enough to know they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one. Do not stop by on your return. And do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. Ah, and before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Emily here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend. Do pass along my regards to the winged ones. The winged ones. God, I hope they're not as much of an asshole as other winged ones I can think of. It's good to see your knowledge of sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Losalis, seek out a young sylph by the name of Kumaxia. He has served as an intermediary between our people on many an occasion, as the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root, the sylph malodorous. No, I'm done with that word. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the elder seer herself. To summarize the letter's content in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy. That would be you. and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I shall not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May 12 see you return with good tidings. Turn this quest in for good measure. Thank you ever so much. Now all that remains is for us to wait and to pray for a bountiful catch. I shall have the wood whalers trick the traps on the morrow. They are more than happy to do so, knowing that the meat will end up in their own bellies, like as not. If I might be permitted to speak seriously for a moment, it is not an easy time to be a frontier sentry. Fearsome beasts are bound in these parts, and there is the Imperial threat besides. Thus am I glad that I, who cannot wield a sword, may yet play my part by preparing hearty meals for those brave men and women who willingly endure hurts that simple folk like me might enjoy peace. Okay, we have a bunch of junk. I'll take the vitality. Anyways, I believe that is the end for this episode. It's been Violer. I hope you enjoyed and have fun.